Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to this morning's late stream. Late stream. Oh. My many apologies, but I've not slept. I slept a little bit. I've not slept very many. Like four sleeps. Alright, let's roll some things, click some doodads. Woo! What? Why? I swear can nobody else do this? Alright. For each of the resistances. Let's start here. Alright. Hello everybody. Let's see. Do we want to do fire first? Or do we want to do like both of the most useful? You know what? I'm going to do it by what's most helpful for me. Okay, so Sonic. Alright, there we go. Then we're going to do electric. Then we'll do the fire. Then what? Then we have cold. And finally at the end, we have acid. Okay. The auctioneer is full, but there's no banker and there's no bar, so we need to add the banker and the bar, which I think are also hidden under amenities. Alright. I still kind of wish that you could just set these to auto renew. Like, I just voluntarily be the guy who auto renews it, you know? Just auto renew. It's fine. Or that you could put a donation box to cover the fees. That would probably be the easiest. That's fine. Alright, well, hello and good morning. I am Samius, and we're playing Dungeons & Dragons Online, if you have not figured that out yet. Like I said, we're basically going to night revel for an hour or two or three. We'll kind of go from there. So really, we need these three right now. And I don't have like the best path or anything for night reveling figured out. In fact, I completely forgot that it was running. And I think... Is it under collectibles? Or ingredients, I mean? It is. Okay, so we have not very many pieces of chocolate and 16 black apples. And I believe the only thing in this that I was really impressed with and was looking for my current needs are these rubies of Ghostbane. That's like the thing that I'm most looking for. But it is totally possible that I might try some of these level 4 things. You know, like this pick of Endless Light is okay. It's not great. None of these things are like really great. But I don't know. I might try some. Meanwhile, like I said, I think we're just gonna run around and do general farming. Get another 1 or 2 of the vampire crystals and call it good. Lucid Dreams is on. Probably the undead killer. Maybe better off just finding a place to basically perch and just shoot things. And just try to grab a couple of shots here. I mean, this seems real bad, actually. I don't know, running around like this doesn't seem very good either, though, to be fair. Not a person already gone, right? Yeah. There's a lot more 16 to 20s than I would have originally thought. You know? Weird. I know a lot of people have in the past at least set up scenarios where they can like auto farm things with like auras or something. I should probably learn to do something like that too. A piece of the darkest chocolate. There's really awesome things to consider about like an event like this. Obviously it's a ton of new and untapped XP, right? Like every time you do one of these things, it's a pretty reasonable amount of XP. For your like first couple of times. And we should probably also sing. What level's that stranger? Not very high. We spin it. Sometimes these streams, it's like, man, I wish I was still, like, especially when they're doing something kind of mindlessly grinding. Like, man, I wish I was, like, also watching a video or listening to a podcast or something. And then you realize that that's probably what other people are doing, like, why they're watching the stream is because they're doing the same thing. They're grinding something mindlessly and watching the stream. So now you're like, well, now I have to be entertaining. I'm not good at that. Oh, that's not true. I'm semi-entertaining. Oh, so this weekend was kind of at its up and downs. Pretty heavily. It was a bad migraine day for sure, or weekend for sure. It was pretty tough. I feel like just continuing to sing for people or buff them. Just throw a bunch of good hope or whatever. We're all in this together, right? But the migraine was real bad. Basically started since Friday. Not the worst. I've had worse days, but still bad. Bad enough where I couldn't sleep. Basically at all. So I've had a bunch of days in a row where I had very little sleep until Saturday night. Saturday night, I was like, F this, I'm going to bed, it's 9 o'clock. And I got like 10 hours of sleep. My wife's like, we're going to John's, right, for his birthday, we need to go. And I'm like, "Rrrr." First sleep. But I'm glad I went. Got to see some of my friends I don't get to see very often, and it was worth the drive for sure. Good morning. You ran Revels yesterday and put the light damage on 2 weapons. The cloak and dagger both look good, but too much of a grind upgrade. Really? You like the cloak and the dagger? Oh, the cloak is good. Like, I think I have a level 20 cloak that I keep around. that I sometimes use. I didn't think the dagger looked all that great. It's like a Vorpal Ghost Touch thing. Never understood that particular combination of shenanigans. I did a little bit on Friday, just like testing out the cold chamber quest, but I haven't done very much. Yet. I usually grind out like one thing and I call it good. That's usually enough to get a little bit of the XP out of the zone. Unless I'm like just really excited about something. So like for this one, I'll definitely get a whatever the Ghost Touch Ruby is, because that's the more of those that you have, the more better, in my opinion. So I'll definitely grind that out, but I may not grind out everything any more than that. We'll see. They used to have like super things in here every once in a while. I haven't seen a super thing since it restarted. I'm really curious what light damage thing you have. Like, what's the base item that was like some sort of low level actually I should consider that some sort of low level Doom weapon. Like, especially if there was some sort of, like, random gen undead beater that's really solid. That would also be good for... I should look, actually, in the auction house. See if I can find something. Something that might be good for killing undead. Some sort of ghost bane. Disaster. Two different scimitars. They are good randomly weapons. Yeah, that's what I was... You said I get a little... I don't know. Elite-y sometimes when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm always like, what kind of thing do you really want to spend your mats on doing that to? But if you had something, it'd probably be really strong, you know? Ugh. I'm also out of Kleenexes in the basement, apparently, which is great. But then I like point out that I have like all these level 2 things and level 4 things that have like icy burst on them, where the cold or the light damage would be better if I had it in certain situations. You should be able to put both things on. Icy Burst and the light damage. Then it would be worth it. Oh, yeah, anyway. Excuse me. Yawns are real. So last night, I go lay down around 2 o'clock. Get up around 3:30 because I can't sleep. I hang out until about 4:30. Where I think I can finally go to sleep. Laying in bed. My kid has to get up and go to school at 5 o'clock this morning. Because he's got clinical trials for his nurse assistant class that he's taking this semester. Which apparently he got there and his teacher's sitting outside. I'm sick, go home, no trial today or whatever, no clinicals today. So he got up and went there and had to come all the way back home for no reason. Alright, I'm gonna have to go get some Kleenexes from somewhere. I think there's two boxes out in the car. Well, I'm glad I didn't go right then. Alright. Be right back. Alright. Let's see, 1 second. Alright. Open up this Kleenex box. Shimmy them in. When that's not all tore to hell. go. And then we'll be right back again. Whew, alrighty. I probably missed like 10,000 mobs spawned. That's not the button I wanted. Should just follow this guy. I don't think I'm gonna, but I should. Whew. So the $1,000,000 question is, how many keys should I store up at once before going and running around? The keys are in this, right? Oh, maybe the keys are... Okay, the keys are just in my backpack right now. So we got 3 keys right now. Let's plop that over there. Hello, Vampire Lord. Oh, boo. Vampire Lord should give everybody who attack it something. Any of those liches, vampire lords, etc. Should just be like an auto drop. Whatever. So my wife is become a big Margaret Robbie, something like that. The girl who plays Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad movie. She really, I don't know, she's become a big Harley Quinn fan, and she was before, but now more so, and blah blah blah. So her name is Tanya, and I learned today that she's doing the I, Tanya movie as Tanya Harding. I'm like, she's playing the most famous of all Tanyas in the movie, and I expected her to be all excited, but she didn't seem to care. That's what goes for excitement here in the Garobo household. Like, you didn't care. What? Like, if my favorite actor was playing a Samius, not only a Samius, but like the most famous Samius, I'd be like, hell yeah. See, those red name guys should 100% drop something. Really don't care what. They should be auto drops. Also, it seems like some of these guys take a really long time to activate. Really long time to activate. Weep. So what do you guys want to talk about? Whatever you want. Whatever you want me to ramble about, I'll ramble. I'm in a rambling mood. Other things that went down this weekend, which was not very much. TV spoilers. Movies we're excited for. I'm pretty excited for the Thor movie. The closer it gets, the more I'm excited for it. Movies I'm not excited for. Things I'm gonna do to try to get excited for upcoming movies. Like, I'm gonna rewatch the new Star Wars, not Rogue One, the other one, which is technically not the newest one, but a Rogue One I feel stands apart. It was good. I was waiting for Minnie Bothans to die. Apparently that's a different movie. There's 4 keys. Forget how many quests there are now. Are there 6 quests now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do we get enough to go through all of them once before we start? Everyone probably has a different strategy. It'd be nice if I had a strategy. Things are easy enough to hit. I could just probably turn power attack on too. I say that and then miss. No. It wasn't active. "30 seconds of the thing." Just so inefficient if you don't have some sort of aura that activates these things. So probably an aura-based warlock is the best way to get... Oh, of course it is. Yeah, key, baby. It's my last cup of Black Dragon Pearls from Asiago Teas. I'd switch to a much less expensive brand, which is very good, but apparently people don't want me having nice things in my town. I'm gonna have to see if I can just order it online, I guess. Is this the secret hidey hole? No one knows about this spot. Be great if that was like secretly a huge spawning point. Like the ley line of all the things. So something I was thinking about doing was like DDO in a movie. Be like maybe over my camera, or maybe not. You would also have a movie playing. I think it could be fun. Particularly like old 80s cartoons. Oh, I've been cursed. I was cursed, don't you know? I still think red names should just auto give you things. Alright, we'll wait till our Panacea boots click. Look at us with the freshness. Alright, we'll dig up one more for sure, and then we'll kind of take a look at some stuff, but it could very easily be a situation kind of like the Cobalt Assault, where it's worth it to buy the thing that lets you spawn elsewhere and like zerg through some quest or something. I'm not actually sure. Also, I'm still not seeing my D4 sonic damage. I think that was something Titan pointed out a while back. You attack weep, you hit 3 points of cold, 5 thingy. I didn't think about a Ghost Touch gem because I'm playing a paladin at the moment. I should get one. Has several old Ghost Touch swords in a chest somewhere I can use for a fighter. Yeah, it's... For me, it's... the difference between playing in Reaper mode or not. It's easy to craft a weapon that would be good against them if you had Ghost Touch. So for me, that just makes the most sense. I mean, I dropped a bunch of shards to get one off of the auction house. And it's possible that it might just be something someone could farm. And you could just buy shards buy them out of the auction house right now, but I'm always hesitant of doing stuff like that because then you'll find out that somebody used some sort of exploit to get a bunch of them, and there's another key. Alright. I think we're gonna... Oh, another key. Sweet. Now, I don't really remember how any of these go, so we'll just... I feel like you wanted to do everything. Also, I 100% should have summoned these things before I did the song. Oh, sorry. You guys aren't attack moves. Alright, well, so far I don't see any reason to go not just jump over the thing. There we go, there's a guy. I think we could probably do a couple levels over quests level for this one, at least 2. So for me, it's a combination of get all the things, get all the XP, because I don't want to do this quest a many times. I'm less worried about the XP per minute, like I would be in other quests. Actually look at the things. Explore the hideout. Unlock the door. Krillic and his guards. Malik and his creations. It's always worth it to make sure that it's not like break 100 boxes. Walled off. Disable 15 trap, you know what I mean? Those are all things that you don't need to. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't be doing epic right now with this. At least for this one.
Oh yeah. I remember now. $13. Gross. Well, sounds like the boys' home. Word is there's a new Magnum PI in the works. Alright, so then let's see. That could be good. Excuse me. I'm definitely starting to get hungry. I haven't been up that long and I'm hungry. That's really weird for me. I don't get blurred? I did get blurred. Why are things hitting me so easily? Weird. Throw on random loot just because I don't have enough storage anymore. Blind on equip items in my personal bank is full. Well, I can never find a piece of random loot that I would want to invest in anymore. Since I kind of changed the random loot policy, I haven't found anything like super great in a long time. But like I said, I think I'll look at the auction house and see if I can find something. My bank is totally full. I have to throw away and or sell things to... TR. Headless Zombie Brute. This one seems a little tougher than the other one. Blur or displacement, see if that makes a difference. I got to work on my Mutants and Masterminds character a lot last night. That was kind of fun. Apparently the DM skimmed over the character that I found that I thought would be kind of fun as a starting place, at least. And he's like, oh yeah, this will be fine. I guess he didn't look at it real closely, and there's all sorts of screw-ups in there. So I'm like sitting there trying to enter the character into the Roll20 program, and I'm like, yeah, some of this stuff's not working right. I assume that's one of these directions. I like all the jack-o'-lanterns all over the place too. Seek out the refectory. Oh wow, this guy took some beats. Well, apparently not that way. Yeah, I'm a little... Unless they made us run all the way back in here just to talk to that guy for no reason. I'm a little confused. Not that. We already went that way. Oh, there's up this way? Okay. Get them, kitties. Yeah, I think this is gonna have to be the end. I'm very hungry now. Very hungry and my head's starting to throb, so I'm gonna... take my eyes off of the computer screen for a little bit. At least long enough to get something to eat. Probably be back relatively quickly after we eat. Witty wanted to do some hots. I need to see if that's still a thing that's happening, but if not, we'll just come back and do more night Revels. I don't know how long this is going on for, but probably do a little bit of it until it's over. Yeah, that freezing thing is pretty good. I can't say it's as good as like stun you, cut your head off, but it's pretty good. Particularly if my extra damage from my rune arm is not working. Being equipped is not working. Which I suppose I could undo and then redo and see if that helps. We earned our gold star. You got 4 of each of the things. So I suppose if you found something like this, right, something that had like an electrifying or good or something, and then like a couple of extra good powers, and then like a good slot, you'd find something. You'd find a random Jin weapon that's good. Alright, in fact, I'm gonna go look at the auction house for a little bit before I log off. So my eyes need a little bit of a break. Might come back to me sitting in the dark too, I'm not sure. Let's look here first. So let's look for things that are like 3 to 5 tends to be really good. In the weapons. Just like look and see. Again, not that I really plan on buying something from here, but just to kind of get an idea. See, like, this is okay. Vorpal and Incorporeal Bane. If this was Incorporeal Bane and something else, it would be good. Oh, just list all these Vorpal things. But like a Flame Tongue with the vampire slot in it, and then something else is a fine ghost killer. Alright, so let's take a look at what just the straight up auction house has. The same basic search criteria. I see this is good. Keen 1, Acidic 1. If that had an extra D4 on it, that would be okay. Acidic 1, feeding, good. Like, this is something that's kind of exciting. Also because it's masterful craftsmanship, like... biting one of something else that does like slicing would be really strong. Holy one. The feeding. Here's another really good one. This Keen +2 Great Sword. That acidic one. Like again, those things that have Keen before you can take extended critical are really good, in my opinion. Rapier of Critical Piercing 4. Speed 1. Stabbing 4. Like, this could be really exciting. I mean, you gotta build for the crits. At level 5, you probably can't do that, but... Oh man, here's some cleaned right bows. They know how to get me with the clean stuff. But see, like, where's the other place that I would even be interested in? Like 8 to 10 maybe? And even that seems unlikely. Yeah, for me to put the light on, it would just have to be the... like, just the perfect set of things, I think. I don't even know what that would be. So, let me see what I have in my shared bank. To kinda... Whoa. Do I have a quest to turn in? Or a quest reward to gather? I do. Fire 3, double strike 8. I don't think that's anything that will go anywhere and do anything, but whoop. So if we go and we look in the... let's see, also, how long of this music do we have? We have an hour and 16-ish minutes worth of music. Wow, that's nice. That's cool. Look at that. Should grab a screenshot of that sucker. Sucker is sweet. Okay, so we look in the guild bank real quick. So like things that I carry around for like low level beating, like this +1 holy great sword, level 2 with the festival icy burst. Here's a keen scimitar, holy 2, keen 1 with the burst on it. Like these are the kind of things that I kick around. I want to do something with like a Vorpal sickle, like because it's level 3, but probably never happen. I'm not sure what that's here for. Guess it's got a red slot. This is what I run around with for. No, I guess it's not that. I thought I had a low level heavy crossbow for killing things. Here's one. Right, Vorpal feeding. Again, I never really used it that much. This was probably a waste, but I thought for an experiment I would try it. Like, it's got to be at least as good as this long sword of Pure Good, right? Pure Good Frost, and even that, I almost get 0 love. Like, I've started using a Pillar of Light at level 2 sometimes. Like, this would be a good one for potentially slotting the Ghost Touch into, I think. Here it is. This is what I used for some moderately low level reverse stuff. Here's another kind of couple of weapons that I have gone through the hassle of bursting. This is my bread and butter, this guy. This guy has gotten so much work. Shocking Burst, Pure Good, Festival Burst. That's a lot of damage on a crit. This guy gets a lot of work. Festival Burst, Shock. A level 1 quarterstaff. Again, it clicks all the boxes for my low level stuff, right? Like, everyone can use it. It's two-handed. It's got a bunch of damage. And then if it does crit, it does a lot of damage. So, yeah, I don't know. I gotta look around. Look around, fiddle around, see if I can't find something that I could potentially light up just to have one. Just to have one, because that's the kind of guy I am. You know what? There's one more place we can look real quick before I take off. And I apologize for not having any music. I could just replay, I guess, but Sam leveling gear. This chick often has a bunch of stuff in her. I don't know what she has on her now, if everything's already done. So like, here's an acid quarterstaff that could be lighted. Pretty good. Here's a silver Pure Good rapier. It could be lighted. Here we go. Oh, it's already got a Festival Frost. If I can overwrite this, I will do it. So let's grab like some miscellaneous crap. Let's see if we can overwrite that. If I can overwrite that with the light, that would be great. This will be okay to be lit. Yeah, I'm never going to use that. There's the Holy Great Axe that I use sometimes. Quarterstaff that I use often. Oh, this just never gets any use. I really don't do a lot of Kopesh wielding guys. I do have a First Light I should have looked at that. I was thinking about trying to get one of these for this level range just to try it. I have to remember that next time I do a thing. Cane of Maiming. I crafted that. What's this? Oh, the temple elements of evil. Oh, just miscellaneous stuff laying around. So we did find one thing that, or two things, right? That I would be not unopposed to. Again, I don't know if this will work. If I could overwrite the Festival of Frost and put the light on that, I would do it. But it's already got an extra D6. We'll see. And this is pretty reasonable. So we'll see about those things as potential items to light slot up. Alright guys, we'll be back pretty soon. I think I'm going to attempt to get some breakfast in me, and we'll see what's up. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Back before you know it. Toots.